My name is Robert Cole, and I live two lives. Well, technically one life split in half, like a badly cooked omelette. On one side, I am the loyal husband of Lilly Blacko, the ice queen of Blackwell Industries. On the other side, I am the secret boyfriend of Ava Chen, a woman who makes fire look shy. It sounds exciting, right? No, it's like juggling knives while standing on soap. Van for 3 seconds, then pure terror. Morning. With Lilly. Every morning, Lilly sits across from me at the breakfast table. She eats like she's at a royal ceremony. Small bites, quiet chewing, no sound at all. Meanwhile, I'm fighting with my toast, crumbs flying everywhere. Coffee, she says coldly, and I hand her the cup like a well-trained butler. She doesn't smile. She never smiles in the morning. Her eyes are always sharp, dark, unreadable. She's beautiful, so beautiful it hurts, but living with her is like sleeping next to a glacier. Inside my head, I'm screaming, "Woman, just say good morning once." Just once. Of course, she doesn't need to read my mind to know I'm annoyed. One look from her and I shut up. Afternoon. With Ava now, flip the coin. By afternoon, I'm in a cafe downtown with Ava. She laughs loud, flips her hair, and bites her lip in a way that should be illegal. "You're late," she teases. But her smile says she doesn't care. "I was with Lilly," I explain. The words taste bitter. Ava leans across the table, her perfume flooding my senses. "Forget her. You're mine when you're here," and like a fool I nod. Because in that moment I am hers. She makes me feel young, free, wanted. She's dangerous, but I keep walking into the fire anyway. Secrets and excuses, my phone buzzes. A text from Lilly, a dinner at 7. "Don't be late." My heart jumps, like I've been caught stealing. Work message. I lie to Ava, shoving the phone back in my pocket. This is my life, lying, hiding, making excuses. Sometimes I wonder how long before everything crashes. But then Ava touches my hand, and the thought disappears. Enter Sam, the best friend, Rob. "You're an idiot." That's usually how Sam Qureshi greets me. We're at a bar nursing beers. He's been my best friend since college, the only one who knows both sides of my life. "She's going to catch you," he warns. "Who? Lilly or Ava?" I joke, trying to lighten the mood. "Both," Sam says flatly. "You can't run 2 tracks forever." "Trains crash," I roll my eyes. "Relax, man. I've got this under control." Inside, my stomach twists. I don't have it under control. Not even close. A close call that night. I get home late. Too late. Lilly is waiting in the living room, sitting like a queen on her throne. She doesn't yell. She doesn't ask questions. She just looks at me. "Where were you?" Her voice is calm but sharp enough to cut steel. "Think fast, Robert. Think fast. Work drinks," I say quickly. With Sam, her eyes narrow. She doesn't blink. She doesn't move. Just stares. I feel sweat rolling down my back. If she asks Sam tomorrow, I'm dead. Finally, she stands, smooths her dress, and walks past me. "Don't be late again." That's it. No lecture, no fight, just ice. I collapse onto the sofa, heart pounding. She knows. She must know. Robert's thoughts. This is my life. Wife at home. Cold as marble, but beautiful like a goddess. Girlfriend outside. Wild as fire and twice as dangerous. Best friend shaking his head, telling me I'm doomed. I know I should stop. I know I'm digging my own grave. But every time I try to pull back, I fall in deeper. I lie awake in bed next to Lilly. She's already asleep, her breathing calm, her face peaceful. I stare at the ceiling, my heart racing. On my nightstand, my phone buzzes again. A text from Ava. "Miss you already." I glance at Lilly, then at the phone. My thumb hovers over the screen. One word reply. That's all it takes. One word to keep the fire burning, one word to risk everything. I type it, always. Send. And just like that, the double life continues. The next morning I woke up with my head pounding. Not from drinks, though I probably deserved one, but from stress. Lying between two worlds was like standing on a tightrope. One wrong move, I'd fall. Lilly was already dressed when I opened my eyes. A sleek black suit hugged her like it was made by angels. She adjusted her earrings in front of the mirror, not once looking at me. "Breakfast is ready," she said flatly. Not good morning, just business. I dragged myself to the table. Eggs, toast, fruit, all lined up perfectly. She sipped her coffee while scrolling her phone. You're late again last night, she said without looking up. My heart jumped. With Sam, I said casually, stabbing my eggs. You know how he talks. He never shuts up. Her eyes flicked up cold and sharp. That one sound was heavier than 1,000 questions. I forced a smile. Don't worry, honey. I'm a good boy. Inside my head, a good boy who sneaks out like a thief, but sure, let's pretend. By afternoon, I was with Ava again. She wore a red dress that screamed danger. We met at a little cafe tucked in a side street. You didn't text me last night, she said, pouting. I grinned nervously. Had to keep the queen happy. She doesn't make you happy, Ava shot back. I do. She leaned across the table, her perfume a wave I couldn't escape. I coughed, trying to sound brave. You're not wrong. She smirked, then whispered, dinner, tonight, with me. My brain screamed, Robert, say no. You're already walking a minefield. My mouth betrayed me. Yes. Sam's warning. That evening I met Salmon at our usual bar. He slammed his beer down. You're insane. What now? I asked. Lily's not blind. She notices everything. And Ava? That girl's a firecracker. You'd light her up. She'll burn your whole life down. I laughed, though my stomach twisted. Relax, I've got it under control. You said that last week. And the week before. Sam leaned in. Rob, pick one before both destroy you. I waved him off, but his words stuck like glue. That night, Lilly and I went to a charity gala. She looked like royalty, gliding across the floor in a silver gown. I, in my rented tux, looked like her poorly paid chauffeur. She barely spoke to me, greeting investors, CEOs, and people whose bank accounts had bank accounts. I stood by, plastering a polite smile, then disaster struck. Across the room I saw her. Ava, my blood froze. She wasn't supposed to be here. She wore a red dress, her hair loose, her eyes locked on me like a wolf spotting prey. I panicked. Oh no. This is the end. My funeral music is already playing. Ava smiled, slow, dangerous, and started walking toward me. The collision, Robert. Lily's voice cut in, smooth as ice. Smile. People are watching. Yes, dear, I muttered, forcing my lips up, but my eyes darted back to Ava, now just a few feet away. She stopped, her smile widening. Enjoying yourself? She asked sweetly, but her eyes told another story. Lily turned, eyebrow raised. Do you two know each other? My soul left my body. She's a friend, Sam's friend. Right, Ava? Ava tilted her head, studying me like a cat with a mouse. Then she laughed softly. Yes, Sam's friend. Relief flooded me. Thank you, Ava. You're my savior. But then she leaned close, whispering where only I could hear, dinner, tomorrow, no excuses. I nearly dropped my champagne glass. After the gala back home, Lily slipped off her heels and glanced at me. You seemed nervous tonight. I chuckled awkwardly. Crowds make me itchy. That sound again. She walked past me into the bedroom, leaving me sweating on the sofa. She didn't press, but her eyes, sharp and searching, haunted me. Robert's thoughts. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. Ava had almost blown everything. Lily was suspicious. Sam was losing his patience. The morning after the gala, I tried to act normal. Emphasis on tried. My brain was screaming while my body was just going through the motions. Coffee, toast, smile at wife. Pretend everything is fine. Lily sat across from me, scrolling her tablet. Her hair was perfect, her posture straight, her eyes sharp even before her second cup of coffee. She didn't look at me once, so, she said, voice cool as the fridge, your friend Ava seemed very confident. I choked on my toast. Oh no. Why bring her up this early? She's loud, I said quickly. You know, friendly? That's all. Lily's eyes flicked up, scanning me like an X-ray. Friendly, she repeated. Her lips curved just slightly. Was that a smile or a warning? I couldn't tell. Ava's demand by noon. I was with Ava, stupid, I know. But when fire calls you answer, we met at a hotel lounge. She wore black this time, sleek and sharp. Her eyes sparkled with mischief. You almost exposed me last night. I hissed as soon as I sat down. She smirked. Relax, Robbie. I saved you, didn't I? One word from me and your precious wife would have known everything. That's not funny. Oh, but it is. Ava leaned closer, her perfume dizzying. You belong to me when we're alone. Don't forget it. My heart thudded. Belong to her? Who does she think she is? But instead of walking away like a sane man, I nodded. She smiled triumphantly. Dinner, tonight, a real one. No more hiding. Ava, don't Ava me. Pick me, or I'll pick for you. Her eyes burned into mine. Sam's reality check. That afternoon, I called Sam. If anyone could untangle this mess, it was him. We met at the park. Sam wore his usual hoodie and baseball cap, munching on fries. I poured my heart out. She's cornering me, man. Ava won't back down. Lily's watching me like a hawk. I can't breathe. Sam stuffed another fry into his mouth. You dug the hole. Now you're sinking in it, thanks. Very supportive. Rob, you're juggling a bomb and a grenade. One will blow, maybe both. You need to stop before he could finish. My phone buzzed. Ava, 7 p.m., be there. I shoved it back in my pocket, guilty. Sam saw my face and groaned. You're still going? You're hopeless, I laughed weakly. What's the worst that could happen? Sam threw his fries at me. The dinner with fire at 7 sharp. I walked into a fancy rooftop restaurant. My hands were sweating, my heart racing. Ava sat at a corner table, looking like sin in silk. Heads turned when she smiled. About time, she teased. We ordered food I couldn't pronounce. She sipped wine, her eyes never leaving me. You're mine, Robert. Admit it, I tried to laugh it off. You're dramatic. Her hand slid across the table, catching mine. Say it, I swallowed hard. I'm yours. She leaned back, satisfied. Good boy. Inside, alarms were blaring. This is insane. She owns me now. Lily will smell it on me. I'm doomed. But Ava's grip was magnetic. And I didn't pull away. And the Desirus, Lily's shadow when I got home. Lily was waiting. She didn't yell. She didn't accuse. That was worse. How was your evening? She asked smoothly, like a cat playing with its prey. Fine. Just out with Sam. Her eyes studied my face. For a moment, silence filled the room. Then she smiled faintly. You've changed your cologne. My heart stopped. She knows. She smells Ava on me. I forced a laugh. Sam spilled something on me, that's all. That sound again. A blade wrapped in silk. She turned and walked away, leaving me trembling. Torn in two, the next days blurred into a dangerous dance. With Lily, I played the dutiful husband. Smiles, dinners, polite conversations. Yet her eyes always lingered, suspicious, sharp. With a cover, I was reckless. Stolen kisses, whispered promises, secret meetings. Her fire consumed me, thrilling and terrifying. And with Sam, I listened to the same lecture every day. End it before it ends you. But I couldn't. The thrill was poison, and I was addicted. The confrontation one evening. After another business dinner with Ava, I returned home. Lily was waiting in the living room. She sat perfectly still, legs crossed, a glass of wine in her hand. You're late, she said. Traffic, I muttered, her eyes locked on mine. Robert, do you love me? The question stabbed. She never asked things like that. She was strength, steel, untouchable. I opened my mouth. Nothing came out. She set down her glass. I know something's wrong. You think you're clever, but I see more than you realize. My chest tightened. She knows. She knows everything. I laughed nervously. Honey, you're imagining things. Her hand slammed on the table. Don't lie to me. The mask slipped. For the first time, fear shot through me. Sam's last plea. The next day, I met Sam again. I told him everything, the dinner, Lily's question, Ava's fire. Sam shook his head, exasperated. Rob, you're standing on thin ice, and both women are stomping on it. You need to choose now. Choose, I whispered. Between ice and fire, they'll both kill me, Sam sighed. Or maybe You already made your choice by not choosing. The spiral that night. I couldn't sleep. Lilly lay beside me, her breathing steady, but I knew she was awake. Ava's texts buzzed on my phone. I miss you tomorrow, same place. I stared at the ceiling, torn in two. My life was spinning out of control, and I was the one who pushed it downhill, fire or ice, wife or lover, salvation or destruction. The choice was coming, and deep down I knew, whichever path I took, I'd lose myself. I woke up to the sound of rain hitting the balcony rail. The sky looked heavy and grey, like a stern parent with crossed arms. Lilly stood by the window with a mug. She wasn't drinking. She was just holding it the way a runner holds their breath at the starting line. "Morning," I said, voice dry. "Is it?" she said, not turning around. "Here we go again." I made coffee for myself and stood a careful distance away. The apartment felt bigger than usual, like the space between us had doubled overnight. I waited for the questions. None came, that was worse. When someone is quiet, you can hear your own guilt even louder. Finally, she spoke. "We need to talk." My stomach dropped. "Okay, not now," she said. "Tonight, here. Tonight," I repeated, like a schoolboy told to wait after class. She set the mug down, took her coat, and paused by the door. "Robert?" she said. "Yeah? Arrive on time." The door clicked, and I was alone with the rain and my racing thoughts. Sam and the mirror. I couldn't sit still, so I walked to Sam's with du Salis Cafe. It was almost empty because of the rain. The windows were fogged, and the place smelled like fresh bread and cinnamon. "You look like a man walking to the doctor," Sam said, pouring coffee without asking. "And the doctor is your wife. She told me to come home on time," I said. "We need to talk." "That's good," he said. "Is it?" I said. "It means you get a chance to tell the truth before the truth tells itself," he said. He slid a plate with a plain buttered toast toward me. "Eat something simple. Your body can't confess on an empty stomach." I took a bite. It tasted like old honesty. Nothing fancy, but it helps. "What if she asks me to choose?" I asked, staring at the steam from my cup. Sam leaned on the counter. "She won't need to." "You already did." "I did." I laughed, but it came out thin. "Yeah," he said. "When a man spends all day worrying about losing his wife and not about losing his girlfriend, he's chosen. He just hasn't said it out loud yet." I looked at my hands. They were shaking a little. "I'm scared." "Of telling the truth?" Sam asked. "Of deserving her afterward," I said. Sam exhaled. "Tell her anyway." He walked away to help a customer and then came back with a tiny paper bag. "Here," he said. "Shortbread. Take it home. Share it." "I don't think dessert will fix this," I said. "It won't," he said. "But people think better when they chew slowly. It's science. Or maybe just a nice lie." I laughed despite myself. I put the bag in my pocket and left before I could change my mind. The text on the way home. My phone buzzed. "Ava. Tonight. Same place. 8 p.m. Don't ditch me." I stared at the screen. My train of thought split into two tracks and smashed into each other. I typed and erased 3 different replies. Finally, I wrote, "Can't. I'm done." Her answer came fast. "You're not done until I say you're done." I stopped walking. The rain soaked the back of my neck. Sam's sentence echoed in my head. "You already chose." My thumbs moved again. "No, I chose. I'm ending it. Please don't come to my home. Don't come to my events. Don't write to my wife. I'm sorry. Goodbye." 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Then nothing. I put the phone away with hands that felt like new hands. I was shaking, but not from fear. Something else, maybe relief, pressed against my ribs from the inside. The appointment. I reached home early. I cleaned the kitchen, even though it was already clean. I set 2 cups and 2 plates out. I opened Sam's bag and put the shortbread on a small dish. I even moved the chairs so they faced each other, like a real conversation would happen there. At 7 the door opened. Lilly stepped in, umbrella closed, hair glossy with rain. "You're early," she said. "You said to be on time," I said. So I tried to be early. She hung her coat and studied the table. "Shortbread." "Sam sent it," I said. "He says people think better when they chew." A ghost of a smile touched her mouth and left. "We'll see," she said. We sat. The rain softened, and the apartment settled into a quiet heartbeat. "Talk," she said. I took a breath. "I have been seeing Ava," I said. "It's my fault. I let it happen and kept it going. I lied. I made excuses. I hurt you." Lilly didn't flinch. "How long?" "Months," I said. The word was short and heavy. "Why?" she asked. "Because I liked feeling wanted. Because it was easy. Because I was weak. Because you were strong, and I wanted to rest. Because I am a coward. All the reasons fought to be first. I wanted to feel simple, I said. With her, I didn't have to be good. With you, I wanted to be good and kept failing, so I stopped trying. Her eyes didn't soften. They didn't harden either. They simply held me in place. Did you end it? I texted her today, I said. I told her I'm done. I told her not to contact me or you. Show me, she said. I unlocked my phone and slid it across. She didn't read old messages. She scrolled to the top, checked the timestamps, and then set the phone face down between us. Thank you, she said. My words mean nothing without actions, I added, surprising myself. I know that. They mean something, she said. Just not enough. Silence. Not an empty one. A full one. She tapped the shortbread plate once with a finger, as if checking if it was real. Robert, she said quietly, you did a cruel thing. I know. You didn't stab me, she said. You thinned me. Every day. Like shaving ice from a block until it disappears. Death by small spoons. My throat burned. I'm sorry. I don't want your sorry, she said. I want your shape. My shape. Who you are when no one is watching, she said. I don't want the man who is loyal, because people might see. I want the man who is loyal when the room is empty. I swallowed. I want to be him, I said. I don't know if I am yet, but I want to be. Her eyes finally moved, a quick narrow of thought. Wanting is air, she said. Doing is bone. She took a slow breath. So here are my terms. Terms. The word hit me like the sound of a judge flipping to the last page. You will cut contact with Ava in every way, she said. No texts, no calls, no little goodbyes, no checking in. I did that today, I said. Then it will be easy to continue, she said. You will give me the passcode to your phone and keep location on. Not for spying, for trust. If I check and find nothing for long enough, I will stop checking. I nodded. Okay. You will not drink with excuses, she said. If you need comfort, you come home. If you need air, we walk together. If you feel weak, you say it. Out loud, I nodded again. Okay, you will meet Sam once a week, she added, surprising me. He is your mirror. Keep one, I blinked. You. No, Sam's my mirror. I am not blind, she said. And he cares about you. I exhaled, a little stunned. Okay. And last, she said, and here her eyes sank deeper into mine, like anchors finding ground. You will tell me the truth even when it is unflattering. Especially then. I would rather be cut once by truth than sanded forever by lies. My chest ached. I can do that, I said. She sat back. I'm not finished. Oh, you will also be mine, she said simply. I am, I said fast. Too fast. Her mouth curved, not a smile, something colder. Not like a slogan, she said. Like a job you take every morning. You will show up. You will choose me. You will stay in the hard parts. You will be where I can see you. You will let me hold you to the standard you say you want. Something in me cracked and stood up at the same time. Yes, I said. Yes. She looked at the clock. Now say the rest, she said. The rest? The part where you burn the bridge, she said softly. Call her. End it with breath, not thumbs. I will not listen in. I will stand in the kitchen and wash 2 glasses. If I hear your voice rise, I will wash slowly. If I hear it falter, I will wash slower. But I will not speak. Not until you are done. I stared at her. I stared at the phone. Do it here, she said. Do it in the home you threatened. Let the walls remember the sound of you choosing. My hands shook as I picked up the phone and scrolled to Ava. I pressed the call button. It rang, it clicked. 3 hours, Ava said without hello. That's how long I waited for your next message. Ava, I said, voice steady because it had to be. I'm calling to end this. I should have done it sooner. I'm sorry for the hurt I caused. I will not see you again. Please don't contact me. Silence, then her laugh, thin and sharp. Your wife is listening with a glass to the door, isn't she? No, I said. She said she would wash glasses. I heard water turn on in the kitchen. Slow, steady. I can make this ugly, Ava said, voice low. I can post things. Send screenshots. Visit your little events. Does your ice queen look good when she begs? You won't, I said, because you know how this ends. With both of us smaller, another silence. This one longer. When she spoke, her voice had dropped its sugar. I liked you when you weren't pretending to be noble, she said. I'm trying to be real, I said. It isn't pretty. You'll miss me, she said. I'll miss who I was with you, I said. But that person was borrowed. She breathed out slowly. Fine, keep your cold castle, she said. Don't come knocking when the heat goes out. I won't, I said. The line went silent. I ended the call. I set the phone down face up. My hands felt like I had been lifting something heavy. Lilly turned off the water and came back. She didn't ask to see the call log. She didn't check my eyes for lies. She just took the seat again and looked at me for a long time that didn't hurt. "Now we begin," she said. "Do the breaking. It would be lovely if that was the end. If we hugged, cried, forgave, and ate shortbread with a romantic song playing. But that's not how real change walks in. It walks in with mud on its shoes." The next days were hard. I caught myself reaching for my phone in empty moments. I woke at 3 a.m. with my chest tight and my brain searching for fire. I snapped at small things and then apologized for snapping. I felt like a house with the wrong wires ripped out. Lilly didn't baby me. She didn't punish me either. She gave me instructions like a coach. "Come to the office with me today. Bring your book. Sit on the sofa and be visible. Text me when you leave Sam's, not because I doubt you, because you promised. Eat, then talk." Sometimes she was softer, so soft it hurt more. At night, if I tossed and turned, she would say, "Hold my wrist," not my hand. My wrist, it was an odd, strict comfort. My thumb could feel her pulse, steady as a metronome. I matched my own breath to it like a kid learns a simple song. On the third day I broke. I didn't call Ava, I didn't text her. I just broke. It was small and ugly. A quiet, tearing kind of break you feel in your mouth before your eyes. We were in the kitchen. I was washing a plate I'd already washed twice. I put it down and said, "I don't know if I can be who you want." Lilly set her tea down. "I don't want a saint," she said. "I want a man who stays. What if I fail?" I asked. "You will," she said. "So will I. That's not the point. What is? Who holds when the other drops?" she said. "Who says the hard thing before the lie? Who stands in the same room after the storm and says, 'Still here'?" I leaned on the counter with both hands. My head dropped. Something inside me, pride maybe, cracked with a soft final sound. I hated that it felt like breaking. I loved that it felt like being unwrapped. "I'm ashamed," I said. "Good," she said. "Shame is a door. Walk through it. Don't live in it. Do you forgive me?" I asked, stupid and honest. "Not yet," she said, just as honest. "But I am willing." It was the only answer that made sense. She stepped closer. She lifted my chin with 2 fingers, so I had to look at her. "You are not a boy with 2 pockets anymore," she said. "You are my husband. Be one." Something in my chest stood up straighter. "Yes," I said. "Say it," she said. "I'm your husband," I said, steady. "Again," she said. "I am your husband," I said, stronger. The words felt like bricks forming a wall. Not a wall to shut her out, a wall to stand behind together. She stepped even closer, so close I could see the tiny flecks in her eyes. "My terms are not punishment," she said. "They are a rope." "Hold it." "I will," I said. "Ah, good," she whispered. Her breath touched my cheek. "Then here is my last term." I braced. "You will want me," she said. "I do," I said too fast. "Not like oxygen when you're drowning," she said. "Like water when you are living. Not as an emergency, as a practice," I nodded. "Teach me," she smiled then, small, dangerous kind. "Gladly." And then she kissed me. Not a soft movie kiss, a claiming kiss. Her fingers were on my collar. We found her waist and held like a promise. It was not gentle. It was not cruel. It was exact. She pulled back first. "Still here?" she asked, almost a tease. "Still here," I said, dazed and alive. "Good," she said. "Now do the dishes," I laughed. I actually laughed. And then I did the dishes with a stupid smile on my face while she leaned on the counter and watched me like I was a show she'd paid for and planned herself. Never do said you, Sam's bench. A week later I met Toussaint on our usual park bench. He handed me a coffee and didn't ask any questions. That alone made me want to confess everything again. "I called her," I said. I ended it. "And every day since then I've stayed." "Good," he said. "How's the Ice Queen?" "Fireproof," I said, and then shook my head. "No, not ice, not fire. She's steel wrapped in silk." Sam grinned. "You sound in love, Robert." "I am," I said. "It's a little terrifying, as it should be," he said. "Love without fear is a rental." We sat quiet for a bit, watching a dog chase a stick like the stick owed it money. "I keep waiting to mess up," I said. "You will," he said. "Then fix it fast." "I keep waiting for her to—" "I don't know." Smite me, I said. Has she? He asked. No, I said. She set the rules. She holds the rope. She looks me in the eye. She makes me want to be worth it. He nudged my shoulder. That's the trick. I sipped the coffee. Thank you, I said. For what? For being my mirror, I said. He rolled his eyes. Return policy is strict. No refunds. We laughed, and the dog finally got the stick and pranced like it had won the lottery. The night of the 2 plates, that night, I came home with flowers. Not fancy ones. Honest ones, white daisies in brown paper. Lilly raised an eyebrow when I handed them over. What's the occasion? She asked. I didn't lie today, I said. That's not flowers, she said. That's the baseline. Okay, I said, grinning. Also, I wanted to see you hold something soft. She tried not to smile. She failed. Put them in water, she said. We ate simple pasta and the last of Sam's shortbread. We talked about small things. Her investor meeting, my terrible attempt to fix a closet hinge, the neighbor's dog who howls at 10 p.m. like it's paid to. The small things made the big thing possible. We were together, and it felt like a start. After dinner, she moved 2 plates to the sink. Robert, she said, not looking back, do you still want her? The question slid across the room like a knife laid on a table. Not raised. Just present. I stood and walked to stand next to her, our shoulders almost touching, watching the water run over porcelain. No, I said. I want you, I want us. Not as a rush, as a life. She nodded once, then handed me a towel. Dry, she said. I dried. It was the most romantic thing I had done in months. We went to bed. She turned off the lamp and lay on her side. I lay on mine. The space between us was small. I reached a hand across the sheet, stopped halfway, and waited. Come closer, she whispered. I did. She took my wrist and placed it where my heart is. Count, she said. 1, I said. 2, 3. Now stay, she said. I will, I said. The rain outside had stopped. The night had not. It went on without drama. We slept. It was the best kind of ending, one that was not an ending at all. Epilogue of a promise. Weeks later, I stood in the mirror fixing my tie. I didn't hate the man looking back. He looked a little older, a little humbler, like someone who had been through a fire and learned how to carry water. Lilly stepped behind me and straightened the knot. Better, she said. Still your husband? I asked. She met my eyes in the mirror. Mine, she said. Say your terms again, I asked, half playful, half not. She lifted a brow. Choose me. Stay visible. Speak first. Hold the rope. Want me as practice? Yes, Mom, I said. She tapped my chest with a finger. And wash the dishes, I said. That too, she said. We left the apartment together. Not ice and not fire. Something twisted and stronger, like rope made of both. I had thought she would break me and then keep me close out of victory. I was wrong. She broke the part that needed hiding and kept the part that could love. And I let her. Because it turns out, the only way to belong to someone like Lilly Black is to belong to the truth first.